pre-download now.
That's right. I think the pre-download went live around 5 p.m., 6 p.m., something like that.
A couple hours ago.
And since then, you can pre-download it on Steam and GF Client. It's, I believe, 8 gigabytes big, something like that.
Yeah, depending on the platform. Yeah, the size is
it varies on some of them. So you'll have to download that through the night.
Yes.
So what are we actually showing today? There's one exciting thing that we're showing right off the bat. We already mentioned this. Beta 2 will have partial English voiceover. I think quite a bit of the NPC dialogue is now English. So we'll take a look at how that sounds and how that looks and how that works. Of course, this is still beta footage and it's only partial voiceovers. So not all of it will be in English yet. After that, we'll go through some of the smaller adjustments, like feedback that you gave us, some stuff that we did adjust, some stuff that we did not adjust yet, and some stuff that we might not adjust at all.
What do you mean?
Yeah. After that, we'll do a quick beta key raffle. I wanted to do it at the very end because I think it's like boring to watch a little bit. But we'll do that somewhere in the middle. And then after that, we'll show one super exclusive thing that we have never shown before. Mega exclusive.
But we can't talk about it just yet.
We can't talk about it just yet.
So stay tuned.
But yeah, it's basically a thing that we'll also have in the beta that we didn't announce anywhere yet. Because we basically didn't know that it would be in the beta.
But it's a thing that we shouldn't talk about.
But now we learned that it will be in there.
No, so, we should not talk about it.
Vou anunciar coisas exclusivas, minha gente. Boa tarde.
Should we jump into like the actual game thing?
I think we'll jump into the actual game thing. And look at the voiceover.
All right.
The voiceover.
First, I mean, this is what you see when you enter the game for the first time with a new
Não diga, meu filho, não diga que é isso que a gente vê.
We're just gonna go through like the first, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes. We will see how long it takes us to go through the phases.
Tô todo molhadinho em nós.
Well, go through the zone. And have you listened to the voiceovers? Now, not everything is in English just yet. So there will still be, I mean, it's, I don't know, 50-50 or something. Well, the tutorial is a lot of English, but yeah.
Don't talk too much. We want to listen to the voices. I've been quiet for like 20 seconds now.
You're not before that you have been talking.
Yeah, but now we're in game. I'm just sipping on my cup.
We are quiet now for the next 15 minutes, and we just let the game do the talking.
We don't do that, no.
The game do the talking.
The mouse cursor is hidden, and the camera perspective changes when moving the mouse.
No, fine, when move the mouse.
Activate skills. This mode is more appropriate for combat.
Parece que eles pegaram alguém do time deles e botaram pra dublar, velho. Não parece um dublador profissional, tá ligado? Parece uma menina falando. Eu gosto, não acho ruim não, mas...
I don't ever want Fender to stop talking.
A marker above the head means there is a quest you can accept.
And we change it back to Chinese. We actually have something exciting on that, but later. We don't tell that now.
No, you just spoiled it now.
Okay, I spoiled it now, but later.
It's too late. I'm spoiling it now.
Are you spoiling it now? Okay, we're just spoiling it now.
You spoiled it first.
If we go into the options during beta 2, you might notice that there is a new setting here.
It's a
language tab.
What does that even mean?
A escolha entre áudios em inglês e chinês.
So, it's English and Chinese?
No, it's... So, just before we really spoil too much, yeah, there's a language tab. It has the toggle for the voiceovers in there, so you can switch between English and Chinese. Although, big disclaimer, it does not work yet.
It doesn't work yet in beta.
So,
we have the toggle, but it doesn't have any function as of now.
Well, it does.
It does?
O menu existe, mas não
funciona. It mutes the English voiceover for now. But we will get this for launch, which is more than we were able to confirm previously. I think previously we usually said we are working on making it switchable in between, but we can't promise it for launch. Consider it promised for launch. We will get switchable audio voiceovers, Chinese and original.
The button is there.
Chinese and original.
Yes.
English and original for launch, both available. If you want to have the originals, you can just select it. I think you need to restart the client.
Correct, yeah. You need to select the language, then you restart, and it should be then in the language you selected. Although, again, during beta, the Chinese voiceovers won't work with the Chinese setting yet.
That's
so everything will be muted, which if you want to turn off voiceovers altogether, that is your option, I guess, next to the sound options.
True.
But yeah, it's coming. It's work in progress.
And it's coming for launch.
Yeah. All right, let's continue.
Press F to talk.
Oh, well.
She's
Yana
talking
is
Chinese.
She's still...
Good job. We immediately failed.
No, but...
W
Okay, now...
and follow the marker to continue moving forward.
O narrador está em inglês, agora as quests,
people
né?
that are coming up, the students, they are speaking
O mais longo e mais difícil.
I really don't know who else could free us from the mystics. We need to ask for her help this time.
Regular mortals won't be any help to you in the search for your father.
That's true.
She mentions the
but
mystics,
these days
which is
my
very
father
interesting.
visited
What
my
is
For,
that, though?
well, I don't know. We won't get into that until later.
I don't. I've never heard of the children's...
We'll just have to
The
try.
Heaven's Children.
Those.
I've never heard of the Heaven's Children. Yeah, me neither. The Heaven's Children and the Mystics, I don't know who those are, actually.
Let me control the camera, actually. Okay, let's skip this. There's no dialogue in here. Now, Hao Tsang is also translated,
Press
so...
F to talk.
Greetings. I'm Hao Tsang, a Moist from the Valley of 100 Grasses.
That
It's
voice
a pleasure
works
to
for
meet
me.
you.
A Moist from the Valley of 100 Grasses.
Yeah, but you know, everyone is like thirsty for Hao Kang.
Yeah.
And
Hao
with that,
Tsang.
with Hao Tsang, with
That's
that
what he called
voice,
himself.
with that voice, I can live with that. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I see it now.
Just
Will the
call me Hao
birds be in
Tsang.
English on release?
Now you
Tsang.
talked about...
Os caras ensinaram os dubladores a falar os nomes com a pronúncia bem
The
corretinha,
Chen League
velho.
is gathered today for one reason only. The swords in the Chindan Stonehouse. It is possible that one of the new students among you will succeed in awakening a Blade Heart. However, only one of you who is in harmony with one of the legendary swords can enter the Chindan Stonehouse.
Jindan Son. Deve ser bugadão,
listen to
velho.
him all day long.
The items with a marker are the targets you have to
Eu
interact
achei
with
foda,
during the
velho.
active quest.
O cara tá colocando os nomezinhos chineses com sotaquezinho nativo de lá
To
foda.
interact with nearby targets.
Agora ali tem chinês.
One is talking in Chinese, the other one is answering in English.
I just saw a question in chat. Will there be other languages planned? Is there Korean voiceover, anything like that? Not currently.
Korean?
Korean not at all, because the game is originally Chinese, of course. But for launch,
Get
we will have
close to the
original
lamp of the
Chinese
discovery
and
of true
English.
nature.
Now
Press
confirmed
F
to be
try
switchable in
infuse the
between.
lamp with your sword
But
intent.
we don't currently plan any other languages than that.
Well, that may be true. I just hope everything goes to plan.
Drag the mouse to adjust the camera.
Out of breath, let me...
Will it be 100% translated for launch? That's the goal, yes. That's what we want to
The
make
last time
possible
the
before
Chin
we
League
release.
formed was to complete the Jiandan Stonehouse. That was 30 years ago. 30 years have passed since the last battle with the Qin Mausoleum.
Ela tá com a voz
Ever
legal,
since
velho.
then, the legendary swords have resided in the Jiandan Stonehouse.
If you're feeling
The
like this is a
weapons
bit
of the
slow right
fallen
now, that's because
still
we're mainly
remain to
just showing off the
disgrace.
voiceover, not the actual tutorial. We're guessing that most of you at this point have seen this part of the game. It's just to kind of show off their voices.
I hope they will serve as a warning to all the students who will be trying their luck today.
Well, as you can see, a lot of the NPCs are already voice acted. Like we have Hao Tsang, story NPC Kun Wuzi, who is quite...
Esse NPC também, a voz dele também tá boa, uma voz mais velha, né? Ele é o cara que ensina as paradas.
Anything besides voiceovers today, we will have some more stuff later, yeah. We're just like dedicating
Approach
10
the
minutes to
sword
this
platform
to kind
and
of show it
interact
off.
with it.
You can, of course,
Press F
experience
to
it
connect
yourself
with the
tomorrow.
sword
Yeah.
platform.
Inglês,
Voiceovers will be like another 5 minutes and then we'll move on. We just want to show you
the other stuff.
Yeah. Let's see this.
We just figured people might want to see it for a little bit.
But also your sword art is translated, so now she's whispering.
Oh, is this the ASMR stream we were promised? Okay, so.
Approach and sense the blade heart. Press F to sense the blade heart fragment.
A voz da narradora vai ser a voz da Espada do Sol?
She's talking to you.
Yeah,
She's talking to you.
she did that before as well. I just couldn't understand her.
But now you can. Now I can read it.
The master is dead. Why am I
Master!
Chat is
Aí
enjoying
o
this
menino
a
vai
little
ficar
too
como?
much.
Aquela vozinha feminina no pé do ouvido. Master! Ah. Os otaku tudo. Eita caralho!
dream? When
Bloody
can
hell,
I
chat.
finally wake up?
Você vai poder continuar sua progressão do beta 1, Guto.
Let's just get through this and then...
Yeah, I think now we're done, like we don't need any more.
getting hot in here all of a sudden. We should turn on the air conditioning.
Autumn water is a ranged skill. You can use it to attack from a distance.
Autumn water is a ranged skill.
After selecting the target, click the left mouse button. Dragon Song is a
Vai vir
special
metade
skill that
metade no
inflicts
beta
great
2,
damage on the
Vitor.
target after chanting.
Great.
There's a space missing in that tutorial
Damn it.
right there. I saw it.
Phantoms.
My great damage.
That as well, yeah. But the missing space is what ticked me
For
off.
now, I want to
Somebody
see
in
your
chat is stuck in the
abilities.
washing machine.
Destroy these phantoms of the Eternal Army and show me what you've got.
I don't have the passive yet that allows me.
Someone in chat lost, and now I lost. Why would you do that to me, chat? Right, you don't know what that is.
Oh, don't start with your random game. Let's not get into it. Let's enjoy the moment.
Sure, I'll just...
É o bardo, Vitor.
But the voice will talk to us.
You passed.
É Luctige. O equipamento do jogo é separado entre PvE e PvP. O equipamento de PvP você consegue fazer no PvP. E o equipamento de PvE você consegue fazer no Dungeons and Raids.
To regenerate.
Okay.
Esses dois é um roleplay da porra.
Someone has come.
Someone.
Finally.
For the
Alright.
living. All that was 30 years ago. Do you see?
Bloody hell, I just noticed I didn't make the wipe
You and
sign.
I
I
are
didn't
united
Oh,
make
right.
the wipe
in
sign. Just
Your
go ahead,
spirit
I'll prepare
resonates
that.
with mine.
Yeah.
Let me show you what happened.
Let me show you what happened.
Não faço a mínima ideia. Esse bichinho de óculos e cabelo comprido, ele é roleplay puro.
I love how you can just now hear people talk off stream.
Pois é, Vitor, a dublagem tá boa.
Sorry, I'm not reacting to that right now because I need to prepare the wipe sign.
Fine, it's the last couple of ads and then we are done with this
Tá
section.
meio a meio. Uma pessoa falando em chinês e a outra falando em inglês no mesmo.
Is your soul prepared to
Ah, e eu vendo que ainda tem muita coisa pra dublar ainda.
Maybe let's do that off screen.
So
be it.
come away.
Someone is gonna take that audio of you and do something horrible with it.
I guess that voice will haunt me in my dreams. Why? It's such a calming voice.
Yeah, maybe that's why. Okay, this is the wipe
It is.
sign. I hope you can see this. I don't think you can.
Even I don't see it.
It says wipe after beta 2.
Nice.
I'm gonna hold this up every time someone asks if there will be a
Have you
wipe.
collected the blade heart fragments?
Alright. So I think that's enough voiceover fun.
Chat is properly thirsty now.
Yeah.
So we can leave
Discord,
it at
yeah,
that.
yeah. Okay. Will there be a... What have you done?
Will there be a wipe? Well,
acredito.
let me
Quem
tell you.
faz esse.
I'm not done coloring it in
Quem
yet. It will
faz
be
esse
better once
trabalho,
I-
Titã,
once I
é a
done
própria engine, tá ligado?
So yeah, that was just a quick
Então,
teaser for the,
independente da.
voiceovers.
Quando o arquivo de áudio é
English voiceovers are
substituído,
included. There will be a switch between English
ele
and
vem
Chinese,
da posição no
supported
mundo
by
3D
launch.
que o NPC tá falando, tá ligado? Então é a engine que reconhece a direção que o áudio tá vindo e coloca no
It doesn't work
surround.
in beta
Entendeu?
yet. If you're confused, because the toggle
But
doesn't
it's
do
there.
anything, it's only visual for now, but we'll get it ready by launch.
Yeah. Alright, so that was
Aí
it
é
for
a engine, é
voiceovers.
como
Now,
foi
moving
feito o
on to
áudio.
some of the questions
Seria a culpa da
that,
dublagem.
about the beta that we want to talk about.
Catacuna 2, eu acredito que pode ser que a gente ganhe algumas skins mais ocidentais com o tempo, caso o jogo seja muito lucrativo aqui.
Touch upon some of the subjects that came up a lot.
Yeah.
Is there anything in specific you would like to tackle first?
I mean, so we got a lot of commentary regarding the channel management in terms of you go to your group and you want to join a friend.
Cabeçãozito, meu querido, muito obrigado pelo
Sometimes you don't
sub,
end up in the same
por
overflow.
apoiar aí o nosso
And that can
trabalhinho
be a
aqui
little
de
bit
Souls of
annoying.
Legends
It has been
Online
quite
no
hard
Twitch
to
TV e
get together
YouTube.
with your friends.
Aproveite os melhores
And while we don't have a fix for
emotes
this
da
in,
Twitch.
beta 2 yet,
Muito obrigado pelo apoio.
we wanted
É
to let you know
nóis.
that while we have been focusing a lot on server stability between beta 1 and beta 2, So that we can
beleza, ele está falando que o foco do trabalho deles está sendo na estabilidade dos servidores entre Beta 1 e Beta 2. Para mim, a estabilidade dos servidores no Beta 1 já estava muito boa. Deve ser mais pelo público europeu que teve muitos problemas. Obrigado pelo follow, Gutalo.
The game already tries to move you into the same channel as your group member, specifically your group leader. So it's recommended to always let your group leader go into the zone first and then join him afterwards, since the game tries to match you with him in that zone. Due to an issue that we are investigating, this doesn't always happen, hence the issues we encountered.
Ele está explicando o problema dos canais, que eles estão trabalhando para corrigir, mas ainda não está implementada essa correção no Beta 2. Então, quando você estiver em grupo, tente joinar no mapa depois que o líder do grupo joinou, para o jogo forçar você ir pro mesmo canal do líder do grupo, entendeu?
About the PvP arena times or like the time slots that are limited currently. We don't have a solution or anything to announce for this yet. We have forwarded it. We are in discussion with the developer.
Eles estão em discussão com o desenvolvedor sobre o tempo da arena, mas só que, porra, velho, eu acho que não é uma boa ideia deixar a arena 24/7, não, velho.
Would be potentially open to discussing that topic. So
eu acho que poderia abrir a arena 12 horas por dia em horários diferentes. Picar o horário, tá ligado? Um intervalo na madrugada, um intervalo à tarde, um intervalo pela manhã, tá ligado? Mas deixar 24 horas eu acho perigoso, porque sempre vai ter aquele grupo de jogadores que vai tentar dar scan na arena, né? Pra poder subir ranking rápido. E é por isso que existe o tempo na arena, entendeu? A plaquinha tá dizendo que não vai ter wipe do Beta 1 pro Beta 2. O wipe só vai acontecer depois do Beta 2. Ou seja, se eles já estão afirmando categoricamente que o wipe vem depois do Beta 2, então não existe planos para um terceiro beta.
But the decision was made to not put extreme difficulty in at launch. Instead, we did make hard mode a bit harder.
Mas Leod, os bots é só pra quem tem rank baixo. Nos ranks mais altos não entra bot, cara. Obrigado pelo follow, Tormento.
And for those it has already been applied, but it has not yet been applied for the regular bosses as well as the random ads in the dungeon.
That's now the case.
Correct. And for Beta 2 this will happen, so please check the hard mode dungeons again in Beta 2 and give us your feeling for the difficulty.
Falaram mais um negócio dos canais, né, que ainda não tá corrigido. E pra galera tentar sempre joinar no mapa depois do líder da PT. Se comprar o jogo, vai ter acesso ao beta sim, Tormento.
Not within months. Correct. I think that's specifically how the patch notes that we publish tomorrow word it, so that's how I'm gonna word it too.
Yeah.
It's weeks after release, not months.
Correct. So we don't talk about in months. In terms of new content being added, it is really intended to have like updates a couple weeks after launch already. Ele
tá falando que eles vão trabalhar com updates de conteúdo depois do lançamento, com intervalos de semanas e não de meses. Então espere conteúdo de 2 em 2 semanas, acredito eu.
I think it might be important to mention,
não mais do que um mês.
It is of course a beta coming up, so we are looking into again like stress testing our servers. It might not be that everything runs smoothly, because this is our last chance before launch to like properly go ham and just get a lot of people in there, see what like is the border that we can get it to.
Mais difícil ainda, já tinham deixado KN
technical hardware.
KHN.
So when do we need to launch a second server?
That's right.
Because
so we are definitely stress testing still. There might be some technical shenanigans going on.
Yeah.
Just so you're aware of that. We of course would like to avoid them if we can. Like people are prepared and aware and hopefully mostly we can avoid it, but it might happen. Just throwing it out there.
I mean, we'll also prepare a rough, like, what does it mean having a second server in terms of, because all players can play together on the same game world. So having a second server does not mean you cannot play with players from the first server. Everybody's in the same game world.
Ele está explicando que não vai ter um segundo servidor NA porque a estrutura que os Swords of Legends tem já comporta uma quantidade de jogadores muito alta, porque ele trabalha com subservers, tá ligado? Então, se eles precisarem de mais slots, eles adicionam mais subservers. Então, não tem necessidade de separar por servidores, porque a tecnologia permite isso. E eu acho super positivo, cara, separar por servidores para depois ter merge. Quando o jogo ele consegue alocar e desalocar servidores de maneira dinâmica, é o ideal para MMO.
33 to 34.
I think it's 32 to 34.
Either way,
there were some parts of the leveling process when you had to grind dungeons, do some other stuff, where the main quest suddenly ended and you weren't quite sure where to go. And those have been mostly removed. There is still some grind wall, some last one at level 36, but that one...
Well, I wouldn't call it a grind wall. Because the thing is, so... I mean,
just take it away.
The patch notes will also elaborate on this. So for new characters, like quests will progressively give you more XP, meaning that existing characters at the like level 30 plus range, they might not have an adjustment, so you might still encounter this kind of issue. Though new characters should have a smoother experience, meaning you can level without any issues until
Isso faz com que você não precise mais grindar uma XPzinha do 32 pro 34, 33 pro 34, negócio assim, só do 36 pro 37.
You can level on without any issues until like 36 half-ish, a bit more probably. And then you have like a couple of
pois é, velho, é só fazer a porra das biografias, velho.
Hugely improved in comparison to like beta 1.
Yeah.
So
the overall leveling experience should be smoother now.
Yeah. Let us know your feedback. If you play a new character in beta 2, play it through. Share your opinion about this. We have played through last weekend, so yeah, it works quite well.
I think so too. Yeah, but of course, if you disagree,
o leveling mais
definitely let us know.
And we'll make it different, I guess. All right. I think that's the only one of the small changes we want to get into. There's some more, specific bug fixes and everything, but that's nothing we necessarily need to get into now, because we still have like a bigger segment about the mystery feature that we're adding in at some point. I think we might just like answer a few chat questions while I smoothly transition over to raffle mode.
You should move your
I should move over to raffle mode before they do that. Yes. But while we do that, just look into chat and see what we have there. Will we get new costumes on release added in store? I don't believe right at release, no. Because we did like promise everybody that the shop would stay the way it is right now.
De 50% do jogo para inglês.
Later down the road, obviously.
So there's no like hidden surprises suddenly in the shop. But we will, of course, add more content to it.
What you see in beta 1, in beta 2 is what you also see on live. So there's no shenanigans or changes in between.
That's right. Pick another chat question. I'm not quite prepared yet.
All right. Let's see. The chat goes so fast today.
That's true.
Flying mounts accept cash up? No, you get a flying mount already, like within the first, I would say, 10 to 15 minutes into the game. Unless you listen to all of the cutscenes as we just did, then you'll take an hour or so. But you'll get to flying mount super early.
Very quickly. Yeah.
Everybody gets one.
Is there a community Discord? There is. We usually plug all our channels at the very end, but there is a Discord. Yes. Okay, I think we're ready for the raffle screen, so let's just jump over there quickly.
Yes.
You know how this usually works. It's... Yeah?
You are missing something.
Am I missing something?
Yes. What an adornment.
An adornment. Ah, right,
yes.
Sure. Yeah,
for the raffle, we said...
I'm sorry.
Case.
Because people were already asking in chat.
Are you happy now?
Everybody is happy. But now you already started the raffle keyword, so we won't see anything anymore.
Well, I hope this makes you happy. To explain the raffle, though, to those of you who might be joining for the first time, I apologize for this.
No, don't.
The raffle only works on Twitch because the bot checks only the Twitch chat. And what you need to do is just type the keyword that you read on screen into Twitch chat. The keyword is beta hype, written together. I think the capitalization doesn't matter, so you can leave the B small if you so desire. And then just do that, you know? And we'll just let it run for a bit. I think, how many keys do we give away today? I don't want to stretch this out too much because it's not particularly interesting, as always. I think we'll go with 15 to 20. And if you should win, we're not going to wait, like, if you're around, because we don't want this to stretch out. We have more important things to show off, and we don't want to, like, make the stream super long. If you win, please message either the channel, Swords of Legends Online, directly on Twitch, just whisper us, or message me, that's Fendar, P-H-A-E-N-D-A-R, on Discord, and then I'll get you your key. I've practiced, like, saying that, because...
you have, like, NDA in your name.
I do.
Almost.
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I do.
Oh, yeah, you have an A at the end. So, yeah, you have NDA
I have NDA in my name.
So you're not allowed
but
to say
either whisper the channel or message me on Discord, and then I'll get you your key, and then it's going to be wonderful. We already have 1,000 people, so I'm just going to go right ahead.
Roll it.
You can still join in the middle, but
just
again, we don't want to waste too much time here. So we're rolling it.
Let's get some winners.
Ariloon. Is it Ariloon? I'm saying it's Ariloon.
Probably.
Ariloon. Feeling fairly confident with that. And we're going straight to number 2.
Jaquels.
Yeah, don't hold back.
Jaquels.
Yeah, but you need to, like, pronounce the names while I write them down. I say it's
Jaquels.
Number 3.
Depois do beta 12 o jogo vai resetar. E não é de novo não, vai ser o primeiro.
Actually, like, after we started doing this name thing during the beta streams, I've had, like, 4 people by now tell me the backstory behind their name, and I really appreciate that. Like, it's super enjoyable to me when people tell me, like, I was 12 and I really like dinosaurs, and that's why I'm T-Rex Master 47.
Preferi
like, I think
escrever no papel em vez de copiar o nome e colocar num bloco de notas.
Do explain that to me like that, and I will very much appreciate it.
Have we ever talked about what Panda Master 69 means?
No. What would it mean?
I don't know.
Is there any meaning to that number, like, specifically? Not that I'm aware of.
I mean, pandas are cute animals, I guess.
That's true, yeah. And I guess the master of pandas would mean that you have, like, a petting zoo for pandas, maybe? And the 69 is just the amount of pandas that are in there.
Wow, that's a big zoo.
Ah, comecei
yeah, because pandas are... aren't pandas, like, almost extinct? So you need to take care of all of them.
Is that so?
I think that's so. By the way, if you miss that you won this somehow, because we're not calling out all the names right now, I am gonna publish a list again of all the people that won on Discord. So if you're unsure whether you won, just check on Discord later tonight, and you'll see that you won. For now, though, XNescow ZX, I'm guessing that's how that is pronounced.
Also a mouthful.
Yeah.
Oh no, I've heard of this name before. This is rigged. Keen is rigged.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, he won anyways. Oh, what is that? Easiop? Easiop?
Easiop, I like that.
Or it's Easy OP. You know, you never know.
It's probably Easy OP.
Could be. Baba Gumpy, I think. Feeling fairly confident with that. Number 10. Oh, that's fancy. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I like how it looks. Angelvent? Angelvent? Angulvent? Angulvent. Oh,
I don't know. Maybe?
That is
Who
beautiful.
knows?
We'll go with that. Oh, I actually saw him writing in chat earlier quite a bit. So I'm pretty happy that he won, because I feel like he deserves it.
Or was he a spammer?
No, not at all.
All right, perfect.
He was, like, bullying me or something.
Tem que ir lá no...
With this hat, he doesn't, to be honest.
You didn't have it on then.
That's true.
Don't use that excuse.
Core 45, 54. I can't do numbers because I'm German, so I count my numbers the other way around.
Okay.
It's a tough fate, you know. 4, 6,
É
8,
coreza.
12. Let's do 3 more. 15?
Yes.
I think that's
Okay.
good.
Only 15.
We can do some more at the end, but like as I said, I don't want this to take up too much part of the stream because it's not particularly exciting. Quokka, though. Quokkas are actually really cute animals. And can you believe that Noemi didn't know what a quokka was?
I have no idea what a quokka is.
You don't know what a quokka
No, what
is?
the hell?
Okay, I'll show you a quokka after the stream because quokkas are adorable. It's
Sem
like little
pai
animals.
sakura.
I think they're from Australia.
taco.
And they look super happy all the time.
Is that like a koala?
No, not really. But they look super adorable. Like they're all smiles and like little
Oh,
cute
it's like
things.
a hamster.
It's a little bit like a hamster.
Yeah, I mean, we get images from our team.
Oh, wow, they actually, look, that's a quokka, and quokkas are super cute.
Chat
Okay,
doesn't see it though, but anyway.
yeah,
that's-
chat doesn't see it, but we're looking at quokkas right now instead of rolling number 15.
You can Google it.
Okay, number 15, Rismore.
Oh no.
And with that, we've done 15. We'll do maybe
Alright.
some, like 10
Porra,
more
dois
at the end.
pastéis e caldo
But
de
for
cana
now,
é
let's
top,
get
eu
back
vou
to the
tentando.
actually
At the
relevant
end, I
stuff,
think
you know?
the keyword should be
Carai.
quokka, though.
Maybe.
Caldinho de
To
cana,
wrap this up
porra.
again, if you did just win one of those 15, please either
Agora
whisper
fico com
the
vontade.
channel Swords of Legends online directly on Twitch or message me directly on Discord, and then we'll get you your key.
Yes.
No raids on closed beta 2? No, we mentioned that earlier. Raids will follow a couple
Eles
weeks
não
after
estão
release,
utilizando mais a
but,
palavra
not
beta.
in the beta and not on release directly. All right.
Triste.
With that, I think.
Se render a zoeira.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, no,
Let's
it's
just-
perfect.
Não tem
We should keep it.
espírito
Right, let's-
de
Especially in
BR.
full screen, so everybody can
you
make
get
a
it in
screen of
full
it.
screen for like a little bit, I guess, and
It's
then
awesome.
and then we're going
You've
back
been
to.
wearing it for like the last
Até
2 hours
agora,
before the
newbie.
stream, and
That's
now you're
true,
like,
but then I
legal
didn't have
que o
2,000
Beta
people looking
2
at
vai
me.
estar
And I just feel like I'm
50% com
disappointing my
áudio em
parents
inglês.
here, you know?
That's okay though.
Já vai dar pra
They're not watching this, to be
sentir
fair.
como é que está a
4,000?
dublagem.
Bloody hell, why is there so
Alright.
many of you?
Because now we are going into a interesting topic, right?
That's right. We did mention we have one topic that we didn't originally plan to have in at release yet.
Yes.
And now we'll have it in the beta and at
E
release,
também
of
que
course.
vai ter a
It's
escolha
one
de idioma
Let's
do
not
áudio
say-
falado
let's
entre
show-
inglês
let's
e
just-
chinês.
and let them
Que já
try
está
to-
confirmado
let's
para
jump in
existir
the
essa
game.
opção de
Yes,
troca
This is the
no
The zone, just the zone.
It could be a dungeon.
lançamento.
It could be, but I don't think it is it?
Who knows what it is?
Isso é raid?
Shall we let
Eu
chat
sei
guess?
que
Wow,
mapa é
trees.
esse. Isso aí é uma
Yes.
raid.
We have a new feature. It's called trees, and
It's a
Raid.
screensaver.
It's a screensaver for
you
everybody.
can turn it into one, I guess.
you can now use your game as a screensaver.
That's
It's
true.
Isso é a raid. Se eu não
Oh,
me engano, é a
somebody
raid.
guessed it correctly. I saw it.
I mean, yes, the screensaver thing is
that
oh.
also, yeah. There,
No.
another one guessed it correctly.
So, the last topic of the stream, we'll talk about
Level
Heaven's
60
Children
raid.
and mysticism.
Yes, we mentioned those earlier very briefly because two NPCs talked about them. And what could those be?
I don't know. It sounds fancy though.
Kind of like a group of people, maybe
Right.
like a faction.
A raid do
Group
level
of
60.
people? Yeah, faction.
Could it be a faction of
Could it
people?
be
Could it be two factions of
faction-
people?
faction PvP
Potentially two
maybe?
factions that don't like each other and want
That
to
is
slap
very
each other
likely.
because of
Isso é um
that?
mapa de facção?
So, we are in the Valley of Echoing Blades,
Eita porra, vai chegar a
which
facção,
is a
velho.
zone that is added for Beta 2.
Jurava que era
and
raid,
also
velho.
for launch,
Valley of
obviously.
Echoing
So,
Blades.
what you see newly in Beta 2
Aí
is the
sim,
faction zone,
agora os
the
BR tá
faction system,
feliz.
as well as faction combat. Since we have gotten a lot of feedback in alpha and beta
combat
already about this, and
no
feedback that
release.
there would be an awesome addition. So we are getting the Valley of Echoing Blades, which is a zone for both of the faction. The blue one at
Kili.
the top of the map.
The
being
blue one is the Heaven's Children,
correctly.
and the red one is Mysticism.
Exactly. And this is their map.
Yes.
As you can see, they, like in the middle, there's basically the conflict zone, so to speak. I mean, maybe we should start at the beginning.
Should we? Let's
Yes.
start at the beginning then.
No, that's the wrong.
Acho que vai ser no Beta 2 também, fogo.
Once you reach max level, through the PvP quest or the tutorial, you also get asked, hey, which faction do you want to join?
Eu acho que eu vou ser
Mysticism
Blue. E a
or
gente tem que
Heaven's
ver com a
Children?
guilda a futura
Can also stay
NR.
neutral, I think.
Yeah, you cannot go
Se
into
vai
any
ser
of
azul,
that
se vai ser
possibly
vermelho,
mentioned.
tem que
You
ver a
don't have
lore.
to pick a faction.
Yes. So you don't have to pick a faction, But if you pick a faction, you have like this daily content where you can come into this zone where both factions are basically fighting against each other for resources.
Obrigado pelo follow, André.
Like Dragon Song
mapa de facção.
So you're
Vai chegar no beta 2 já.
And there's like daily quests and daily activities in this zone that you have to finish. In this zone, it's always open PvP for both factions. So if you're part of the faction, anybody of the opposing faction that you meet in this zone can attack you and vice versa. There's no safeties in this zone.
And there's no penalties.
And there's no penalties for PvPing or killing somebody.
Basicamente ele tá falando que aqui é onde o pau come. E foda-se.
In addition, you can also toggle, similar to Rampage, faction mode, which basically flags you as your faction in the open world. So if you are in other worlds such as Zhongnan,
Tá, beleza. E existe o PK de facção que funciona como?
And if you meet other players of the opposing faction
that have also flagged themselves.
Por exemplo, você pode pegar qualquer mapa do jogo, se eu tiver com o Faction Mode ligado e o cara também estiver ligado, a gente pode se bater livremente nos outros mapas, entendeu? Mas os dois precisam estar liberados nos outros mapas. Nesse mapa em específico, o Echo in Blades, o PVP é liberado entre as facções independente de você estar flagado sim ou não com Faction Mode, tá? É PVP livre, o Echo in Blades, tá? Agora, nos outros mapas, se você tiver com Faction Mode ligado e o outro cara também, vocês podem se bater, entendeu? Ou seja, nos outros mapas existe a escolha, mas nesse mapa, o Echo in Blades, não tem como desligar o PVP no Echo in Blades. No Echo in Blades, mapa de mundo aberto, World Boys, diárias, semanais e outras atividades para serem realizadas em PVP em mundo aberto. Esse jogo vai ficar free em quanto tempo? Nunca, Crainer.
But yeah, outside of that, if you toggle it on, it's on. And if you are in open world, Zhongnan, whatever, you can be targeted by players from the other faction.
Eu acredito que não, Lucas.
Again, if you are not flagged as an opposing player, you cannot be attacked by a faction player. So it's really just faction flagged against faction flagged.
Já tem World Boys. Tem tanto World Boys quanto a raposa do meio.
I saw the question a couple times in chat. Can you change your faction? That will be possible. Once you select your faction, you are limited to that faction for a minimum of 7 days. And after those 7 days, you can say, hey, actually, like, you know, guys, your whole mindset is a bit strange. I'm joining the other team. You can do that at any point. Yes. Additionally, factions are character bound, I believe.
Correct.
So you can absolutely have multiple characters in different factions if that's something you want to do.
Yep. So yeah, that's the faction system.
Uma hora você vai ter Steam com promoção, Crainer, mas aí você vai ter que esperar.
So you can see them under cultivation.
Não vai ter porra de raid não, já tá liberado ali.
Caralho. The demon, destruction and gliding, which is available every day.
Não, mas é bom.
You have to like do some
facçãozinha.
Quest. It changes a bit which quest it is. Then you have the.
Galera tava muito pedindo isso daí.
So you have to go into the middle of the zone. I can show this.
Sure, yeah. Just
60 frames. Desceu pra 55, Takashi. Eita porra, Takashi, 47, ó. Vou dar reembolso. Desceu pra 47, Takashi.
And your goal every day as a daily is collect 800 Dragon Song gold. Either you do this through the stalagmites that are in the zone. Obviously, there will be enemy faction members that will try to hinder you in doing so, because this is the middle of the map. I'm impressed
that you got stalagmite correctly.
Tem NPCzinho ali, ó.
Well, I thought you knew that.
No.
And I was like, wow.
But yes, I do.
He knew that.
stalagmite with an M goes up because it's monter in French, which is going up.
Really?
And
yeah, I know a different one for that.
It's like with T, it's tombe in French, which goes down.
Mysticism, we haven't children.
Oh, I mean, fair.
There's also one for the ones going down, but I won't mention that on stream.
O nome de facção estranho da porra, né, velho?
Yeah. And then you have the golem in the middle that you can nudge into your direction, into your zone by standing in the circle. And the longer you stand in the circle, the more points you gather, as you can see on the screen. Me standing in it gets me my daily points. Although, again, there will be enemy faction members that will definitely try to stop me from doing so. Just nudging him a bit. There we go. So that, yeah, he's gonna move all the way up there.
Filhos do céu e os misticismos.
Going all the way here. So you have to follow him for quite some time.
Now, there are some features
Sim, Takashi. Esse mapa já vai vir no beta 2, acredito eu.
General, that are not in there yet at closed beta 2 and also not at release. For example, I believe the 100 versus 100 mode will not be in yet.
Yeah.
And I think Alliance Wars are also not featured yet.
Correct. So we don't have the the guild PvP. So the alliance. So alliances, guilds cannot yet join a faction. That is content will come in later update.
That's true.
There's not gonna be the weekend 100v100 content yet.
Tá.
Since,
O que ele tá falando é o seguinte, as guildas ainda não poderão escolher a facção, tá? Ficará só pelos players. Isso é estranho. Porque o sistema da facção vai abrir quando abrir o GVG de 100 vs 100 pro território.
Oh, I don't have my damage sheet on, so he'll probably...
You get slapped.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably for a group, so let me try to get away here. You cannot really go into the enemy zone.
Compra PC novo, cara.
Much, because they will try, the enemy NPCs will...
Se não tiver dinheiro pra comprar PC novo, vai ter que chupar dedo.
And I'm already in level 60, item level 60 PvP here. So, this is the enemy zone for my faction. Since I'm with the mysticism, I believe. Yes.
Ó, vários NPCs da facção
Heaven's Children
area.
So,
yeah.
Part of the map.
Porra, que move speed escroto do cara é esse, GM?
At 2 p.m. CEST, so that's...
Oh, GM tá de speed hack.
Now, I think. Should be 16 hours from now. But I can't do math, so don't, do the calculation yourself if you want to be sure.
Do you have to be a PvP gear? It's recommended to be there in PvP gear. Because, I mean, obviously, the NPC standing around will be PvP related as well. The enemies that attack you from, like, other players from other faction, from the other faction will attack you, and you should go into PvP there with your PvP gear. There was a question before in chat, is there, like, anything special from the factions? Yes, you have faction gear that you can purchase for the faction credits. So that is an in-game progression where basically you... that was for quest. So there's the reputation credits that you get from this, as well as PvP credits, so you can get PvP gear through this as well. I think killing other players from other factions also gives you PvP credits, a couple, but I can't 100% promise that right now. But yeah, let me just show the merchant, because you can get the gear.
Someone is asking, will we publish a list of all the changes that we announced today? Yes, and more. We didn't go over everything that's in there today. We will publish the written patch notes tomorrow at 10 a.m. So you can read through all the changes. You have 4 hours to read through all of them before the beta actually starts.
So, I mean, you can get the Heavenly Dragon mount through reputation points. So, those need to be prestige level 9.
1680 gold! Por uma montariazinha aqui fudida. Nem fudendo, meu querido. Enfia essa montaria no cu.
Traveler of the Royal Kite.
Ora, porra!
Will we make you pay for DLCs? No, all future updates are planned to be added in for free currently. If the plans on that change, we'll let you know, but right now we don't have any reason to believe they will. So classes and everything is planned to be added in for free further down the line. And because someone asked if we will have a roadmap for that, yes, but not today.
No.
We do plan to have like a rough release outline closer to launch, but we're not ready to show that today yet.
Yep. Just trying to join a faction with a character that didn't yet, so that I can show you the rewards actually. Faction.
Are there going to be more character slots when more classes are released? I would assume so.
Oh, yeah. I already joined a faction with this one.
The Chinese original added more slots with more characters, so I would assume we will also get more slots with more characters.
Yes.
Good assumption. When is launch date? Summer 2021. We're not sharing more than that yet. It's a couple weeks after Beta 2. Not right after Beta 2. There will be like
parece muito mais bonito, Jandai. Eu jogo no normal, não jogo no Ultra não, tá?
Area. That's as precise as we are allowed to get right now.
Yeah. Why is everybody in a faction already of my characters?
I don't know. It's your characters.
Yes.
É gacha? Não, não é gacha não.
They are not logged in. I think they are all...
Tomorrow is summer 2021. I don't actually know, when does summer start? Like,
I have no idea.
Because there is like official days when that starts, I believe. I don't know
Probably.
what they are. I want to say it's somewhere in June.
Tá sem data,
June 21st.
I mean, that's summer.
So tomorrow is not summer yet.
Yeah.
Ha! Got you there. But also now we need to release.
O que você tá fazendo, meu querido?
No, I don't think so.
Give it to the...
I mean, you can see the...
Ele recomenda uma facção.
Is that the same thing as Zodiac?
So this is basically the faction join screen.
I do appreciate how you just ignored that, but do go on.
Deixa eu ler.
You have on the left side Heaven's Children, where you can see their gear that you can unlock, the costume, as well as the mount you can, the crane that you can unlock as a mount for the Heaven's Children. And then on the right side you have Mysticism with their costume set and the mechanical
costume e uma montaria diferente para cada facção.
I didn't unlock the mounts,
The largest Taoist alliance on the central plane, the White Crane Temple, hands the way of celestial masters seek to Heaven's Children. It can be found at the highest point of the north. You believe in the gods, Shenong, Yihoto, Oniwa. They love the natural world. The ancestral temple located at the highest point of certain.
These hardcore German accents, it wouldn't be the same without them. We need to throw them in there.
Just a quick note, when you join a faction, you go through the PvP tutorial, etc., and then you also have the faction button here. It will give you a recommended
Pessoal gostou mais do vermelhinho, rapaz.
Now, you don't need to confirm this, you can click on the more information button on the top left here, which is a bit hidden, to get the choice also for the other factions. So, don't get fooled by the game, it's trying to get you, but now you know the trick. So you can avoid getting...
we have answered these two before, but I will answer them again because they came up a couple times. Can I change my faction? Yes, after 7 days. Choosing a faction locks you into it for 7 days, then you can switch. And do I have to join a faction? No. You are absolutely free to not join any faction.
Correct.
If Heaven's Children sounds too, like, cryptic for you, and mysticism, you can't pronounce that, then you are entirely free to just stay a factionless... happy little man or woman.
Can opposing factions be in the same guild? Yes. For the time being, this is a possibility. Later, when the guilds get added to the faction system as well, like the alliances, they can flag. We only take people that are neutral or that of one of the two factions. So that is a feature that will come in a future expansion. For the time being, you can join
newbie, valeu pelos
bits and still join in the same guild with them.
As a
matter of fact, I'm in the same guild with like a variety of same classes from my account. Alright, I think that's it from the faction.
Yeah, I think we looked into
Uma hora as guildas vão ficar alocadas pela facção, então tem que ver qual é a facção que a guilda vai entrar.
Competitor debuff being fixed. This is part of the patch notes tomorrow.
Yeah, pela lore eu gostei mais da azul.
Yeah.
Spoiler, this has been addressed.
I remember that because I needed to translate it into German and I didn't know what it was called.
Yeah.
So a lorezinha da vermelha é o pessoal apaixonado por deuses.
Fauler Herausforderer?
Ficar apaixonado por Deus dá muito certo, não.
Or something like that.
Tem que dar dinheiro pra dízimo.
So they might be wrong in that regard. You know it now, it's lazy competitor.
Yeah. Alright.
One thing, I don't think, we're not announcing it, but we are also discussing some customization adjustments.
Acabou de mostrar.
That's not something we can show today yet, because it's not something we are ready to show yet. But we are aware of a couple customization requests, and we are looking into potentially
vocês vão ficar assistindo aí, tá? E eu vou ter
That's
que
all we'll
buscar
say
minha
at
filha
that
no
point
colégio agora de
for
5
now,
horas.
but we are looking
Quando eu
into
voltar,
potentially getting
me
something
falem o que eles falaram, tá? Eu quero saber.
Yep.
Certo? Já volto. Mas vou deixar rolando aí.
Maybe we can raffle a couple more keys while we answer
you answer more questions?
Yeah.
Sure, let's do it. Wait.
Although everybody will spam, so let's not raffle.
Yeah, I guess.
Everybody will spam and we don't see any questions anymore.
Okay, let's do questions first and then some last raffling at the end.
So there was a question about the PvP balancing before. That is still being looked into. We don't have an answer yet for the beta.
Yes, no changes in beta 2, potentially down the road. When Battle Pass, I believe it's planned for a couple weeks after release.
Yeah.
We will definitely have another stream or something to go over that, or at least a video. I'm sure we'll get something like that.
Yeah.
Can we get married in-game? No, there's no specific system for that. There are a couple costumes and like mounts and emotes later down the road. I don't think they're in at release.
Oh, somebody asked if this costume is in the... No, let's move to something that is... This is in the shop. Yeah, the costume that you've seen before is one update down the road. So yeah,
that's right.
On release, not in beta 2.
Can I share housing with a friend? You can give them permissions to build in your house, but you can't like own the house together. It will always be your house.
Correct.
Will there be language setting option? We showed that off earlier in the stream. There will be. It doesn't work yet. But on release, it will.
Maybe they're asking if you can play in German or French.
Oh, yeah, that might be. Yes, those are available.
The game is already available in English, German, and French. English voiceovers are being added with Beta 2, partial voiceovers for the time being. And by launch, we'll also have a toggle, a drop-down where you can select, do I want English voiceovers or Chinese voiceovers? So this should work by launch, so that you have all of the options available to you.
What is max level and will it be raised? We will not raise it, and it is still 36 plus 1.
We will not raise it.
We will not raise it
on
now.
Launch.
Yes, we will raise it later down the road.
Yeah.
Down the road is just a great sentence. But yes, at some point it will be raised. Not yet.
Will there be an auction house? Yes, there is one. Will PvP damage be nerfed / fixed? No update for beta 2 for this, unfortunately. It's in discussion. What are the time restrictions on faction v faction? I mean, you can always go into the zone. There's no restriction there. You can always
toggle the mode in open world.
Yeah, you can be always in faction mode in the open world if you wish so, and always PvP other faction toggled members.
That's right.
So,
link official Discord, please. We'll do that at the end when we plug all the channels before we say goodnight for the day.
Oh no, what happened? They already made...
Sorry for the distraction. We just got, like, our producer moved us a picture of Patrick in a kimono, I believe.
But why?
Into the screen. So, yeah, we got distracted by that. Stream talking about skins. We did that briefly in the first stream, I believe. Yeah. But in general, much funnier content creators than us have gone very thoroughly through the shop. So, they have done plenty of videos with that. With how many people do you count at the start? I believe... Are we allowed to say something like that?
Do we know?
I know how many people was like the max at one point during last beta.
Multiple tens of thousands.
But I'm not sure if we're like allowed to share that. Like maybe Elion is out there and like, aha, that's how many they got. Okay, I'm gonna write that down.
Taking all the secret notes.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. But yeah, we had a couple, like we had 5-digit numbers playing at one point during the last beta, and that's all I will say. And we are expecting more for this beta. We did already say, like, there might be technical issues. We are very much stress testing this. Like, we are eager to find out how much load the service can handle. I think this is the best chance to find out so. So there.
For beta 2, we'll try trash the servers more.
No.
What do you mean no?
Okay, maybe we will.
That is like, no, we try to, but the servers will resist.
Don't jinx it. Roadmap after the launch, yes, we'll have something like that. Archer and Fox Mage down the road. They will probably be incorporated in that roadmap that I just mentioned. Raids on Closed Beta 2, no, but a couple weeks after release. Are there going to be more maps at release? No. Well, I'm not going to say entirely no, because we just introduced a new map today that wasn't planned to be in at release, so maybe, but probably not. This is like what we now plan to have in at release.
Yeah.
Any guild versus guild PvP, not at launch, but later down the road, yes. Lazy competitor bug fix, yes.
Yes.
Yes, just yes.
Oh, maybe we should note this down. This loading screen has Chinese signs on it.
Yeah, if anybody from Loca is watching, here, fix that, please.
It's too late. Yeah. I just stand here while
UE4, that's something the Chinese original has to implement first. Once they have it, we will absolutely look into getting it as well, but we have to wait till they implement it.
There's no name reservation tomorrow. Name reservation will start like a couple days before launch, but not immediately after beta or with beta 2. Name reservation is a split phase.
Any discussion on Battle Pass price? I believe it's $10, but
yeah.
We will definitely, again, we'll have like a video going into the Battle Pass once it's ready to release. I'm just putting a cautionary $10 out there. It might change, I don't know, but it should be somewhere around that, somewhere around that point.
All right.
Should we slowly wrap it out?
Let's
I think so. We're closing in on 1 hour. We don't want this to be a super long stream.
Yeah,
we all know you got places to be. We got places to be. So we'll do a couple last keys. I think we'll do 10 more, something like that.
Yeah.
So we can switch it over to the raffle window. Can you please clarify how Rampage mode works? Do you want to do that while I prepare this?
I mean, Rampage mode is basically you flag yourself as I wanna be attacking other people. You can raffle doing that, right?
Yes, they're already doing it. The keyword is Quokka. Right. It only works on Twitch. Go ahead and write Quokka.
So yeah, you can, everybody learns this skill Rampage on reaching max level. And then basically you can flag yourself in that, which costs you some chi.
Negative
and the longer you have it active, the more chi you lose. And if you run into negative chi, once you die, you will be in prison for like...
Depending on how negative your key is. Yeah.
If you kill somebody else in the open world that is max level, that is important to specify.
Yes, you cannot gank any leveling players. Only other max level players can be attacked.
And then you, as the attacker, will incur a negative penalty in addition to like the ongoing negative penalty you get.
I did see some confusion around that, whether it's intended that way, and yes, it is. It's there was some confusion with the beta patch notes because I believe the beta patch notes said something like you can only attack other max level players who have learned that skill.
Well, everybody learns it.
Everybody learns that skill at max level. So it's not something that is currently bugged. It does currently work as intended. We do believe that that will be okay. Some people are very worried about that. We understand that. We are monitoring how it turns out during the beta and during the first weeks of launch as well. But we currently believe that it will be all right and not the source of too much stress and grief, mostly because there are very heavy punishments in place for PKers.
And we have the faction system.
And we have the faction system that is like actually rewarding open world PvP that gives you a reason to play. Yeah. Because the Rampage mode doesn't give you any rewards. It's just... if you want to slap your neighbor, you can slap your neighbor.
Not in housing zone, though.
Not in housing zone. No, that's a safe zone, actually. So, there are safe zones. Safe zones? That's a tough one. Safe zones. There are safe zones. You can only attack max level. You can attack everyone at max level. They don't need to flag themselves. But there are no rewards for it. And there are punishments for the attacker. And we are monitoring it, but we do believe that it will probably be all right. All right. Sorry. Right. We are raffling again. I forgot.
And that's a good point to start raffling.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Sure. We'll just roll 10 of them.
Yes. And now I can actually Urdemitz 04.
Urdemize. Again, if you win this, please either message us directly, like the channel on Twitch, whisper us, or message me specifically, PHAENDAR, on Discord, and then I'll get you your key. I might not necessarily get it to you immediately, because right now I am in front of a camera wearing a butterfly hat,
Eu tive que buscar
which, usual things on a Monday evening.
a onça.
But as soon as I have my own PC again, I will get you your key, which should probably be tomorrow morning.
O que eles mostraram alguma coisa legal aí?
Before the beta.
Before the beta.
Eles mostraram alguma coisa legal aí, galera?
Weishu?
Weisu underscore.
Weishu underscore. Sure, let's go for that.
Buscar a onça. Vocês conhecem essa criança?
Irame 02.
Irama? Could be a rain, something like that. I don't know.
But, yeah.
Number 4.
Sorensen 1.
Sorensen.
Só falaram sobre bagulho de facção aqui. Aí sim.
No.
I'll just
Der
go with
gute
that.
Sorensen.
It sounds better if you say
Salvo pela
Sorensen.
capacidade deles de enrolar.
JMS.
But is his name JMS then? Or does he want somebody called JMS to call him?
Both, maybe.
Like,
maybe he is called JMS and he wants somebody
JMS,
called
if you are
JMS.
out there, please call him. However he's her? I'm guessing him on
Click.
the profile picture.
Déjà vu.
I just been in this place before.
No.
Higher. Yeah.
Higher than the stars. Let's move on.
Sure, next
Before
one.
we...
O
Bixby.
jogo vai ter cal. Como assim cal, guys?
Ex-Bixby. So maybe he has been a Bixby before, but now he's an ex-Bixby.
É aqui
Alright,
do lado do Tester
three
Rock, ela
more.
estuda.
There's a Megumin going explosion in the chat all the time.
Explosion. The bent piano. Bent.
Já sei que o cara é
Where
fã de
are you
anime
being-
quando ele manda um
Maybe bends over backwards to play
João.
piano.
Right. That,
Doing his
Você
utmost.
sabe que o cara
Yeah,
gosta de
playing
anime
piano.
quando ele
His
manda um
utmost.
explosion.
Oof. The word puns though.
2 more.
3D encrypted.
Yeah, we can't read the name because it's 3D encrypted. Are you seeing anything exciting in chat?
German humor
Hitting too strong. Yeah.
I don't know what
I'm
he means.
sorry.
Let's move on.
Last one for tonight. Just putting it out there. If you don't win tonight, that's perfectly alright. I believe there's...
Not for them.
Not for them,
They'll be
no,
sad.
but I believe there's a couple websites that are still giving away quite a few keys. I actually plugged some of them on Discord earlier.
Yeah, check our Discord.
So check those out. And I believe we will have more keys for content creators during the beta as well, because those will of course be streaming. So if you don't win, that's
Obrigado,
not the
filha
end of
da
the world.
puta. Tomara
We
que
will be
vocês dê
distributing some
beta
more keys
mais,
because of
mais
course we want to
15,
really stress test our
40.
servers and we want to check
Ora,
how many of
porra.
you we can get in there. At the same time, we don't want to do it as an open beta because it should still remain somewhat
We don't want
like
to break
exclusive.
the servers. Want to,
That as well, yeah.
want to get
All right.
there step
No,
by step.
they switched it way too early. We had
one
one left.
more.
Switch it back. Final one.
And the final one.
Ace of All
Até agora
Stars.
sobre
I feel like that's a good name
Yes.
to end it on. Ace of All Stars.
Vento
What
no
did I
mic.
miss? I just
Foi
came
mal.
back to chat. You missed
Terminou, bebê?
raffles, basically, is the TLDR.
Aí sim,
Yes.
bebê. Deixa eu botar você no chão.
Alright, now we can move to the only us.
That's us again.
Deixa eu tirar o
Somebody
fio
pointed out in
daqui.
chat earlier, which I didn't notice actually, that the butterfly has
Deixa eu
the same
lidar
color
isso
as the
daqui.
solo shirt. And that honestly
Eu
makes
sei
the
que você quer
butterfly
o
a lot
petito,
better
minha
for me.
filhota.
I mean,
Like-
this was all intended, right? It was
Você quer qual? O roxo ou o vermelho?
clarified in advance that
aqui?
it should work this way.
True. All right. Will we
cá.
get collector's edition skins on
beijo no
beta
seu pai.
2? No, those will still only be delivered at launch. They will not be in the beta yet.
Filha da
Raffle
puta,
Solar
virou na
Shirt, we
minha
will do actually after the betas. I think we can like
Dá beijo na
choose that.
bochecha dela, ela virou
We
a
of course
cara.
want to gather some beta feedback, so I believe we have a giveaway planned where you can give us feedback and we give you some merch for it. I don't think the shirts are in there, but you can get this beautiful fan. I believe
Fan?
you
So
can get a mug. I believe you can potentially get this beautiful notebook if, you know, you need to tell people whether there is a wipe or not, which the answer is yes, there is. Wait, how do I hold this like this?
Yeah, it's
There's
fine.
a wipe after beta 2. And there's some stuff like that. But that'll be after beta, so keep your eyes peeled for that.
Eu acho que vai ser azul, adepto.
In
Mas
the
tem
end
a
of
ver com a
beta will
guilda.
be a date for release date. Not yet, I believe.
No, the end of
You
beta
have
not
to-
immediately. It's
No.
planned for a little later.
A little later, yeah.
Somebody was asking, do we play the games ourselves or are we just here for PR?
We are not PR people. I believe you have been actually, like, you PR did, like, slightly coach you, right, at some point?
Oh, yeah.
Because he, like, had interviews with media partners, and you get, like,
but I'm
PR
not
telling you what to say and what not to say. Aside from that, PR usually just tells us to be our usual butterfly, glorious selves. I don't think we had anything else told. I mean,
the question is, do we play on live? And yes.
Yes.
I intend to play on live.
Sorry, we went
You went off on a rampage on PR, which was not...
Yeah, I apologize. I went off topic there. But yes, we do play. If we find the time, because like during beta, probably...
Já tá rolando, Wendel. Tanto no Discord deles quanto com os sites. Já tem beta case. Tá rolando o sorteio na live deles agora e os criadores de conteúdo vão receber mais chaves. Agora, quantas é um mistério.
For beta 2, the overflow thing is still in there. We haven't fixed that yet. So that's that you can't like join your friends immediately because sometimes it puts in a different overflow. So that's the bug news for beta 2. That one is still in there. We're working on that one.
Yeah. I mean, there's gonna be bug fixes in the patch notes released tomorrow.
Yes.
Well, in about 12 hours, right?
Move over a little so we can see that shirt. Where do I move to? I think it's like...
Oh, you're coming very close now.
Camisa da Deseja.
That's bonito shirt.
Yeah, it's a nice shirt.
It is. Yeah, I do quite like it. It actually fits surprisingly well too.
Yeah? To your usual size or...
Yeah, like I was surprised. It fits pretty well. Today was the first time I wore it because I was actually told to wear it because they knew that he would not wear it.
But I've got a fancy aloha thingy.
That's true.
Hello.
Now kiss after the cameras turn off.
All right.
Yeah, I think
that's it for today.
Yeah, we can. Of course, we'll answer more questions as usual on Discord and on all our channels. Like when you poke us, we usually respond to you as soon as we can. If not, then we're probably busy working on something very exclusive and important. Very exclusive. So we'll slowly wrap it up for tonight. I think it was like a good length stream. We don't want to like over.
Shown everything we wanted to.
Yeah.
Ruffled a few keys away.
That's true. I think we got everything done that we needed to. There's no need to like overextend your patience. And so there's the channels we promised to plug. We do of course have our Discord there, which by the way we cracked 20k members last week, which is very impressive. So thank you all for joining that, for hanging out. That's
and we're always open for more friends.
Of course. But that's honestly really impressive. Like we did not expect that at all. And it's pretty cool. But we also have the other channels, of course. YouTube, where you can find all the streams, where we have some cut downs and stuff like that. And of course all the other stuff. You know how those work. We just throw them on there in case you want
the stream will be saved
on Taiwan até o level 15 de graça.
As a highlight, so you can always get back to Finder wearing the beautiful butterfly hair accessory.
Have they talked about the changes yet? We just did that for an hour and 10 minutes, yes.
Check the VOD, it's already there, so you can hear all of it.
All right. And I think with that, we'll wrap it up for tonight. Thank you, everyone, very much for joining. We had a lot of fun again, like usually with these. I think we're having a bit of a stream break now. We do actually not plan to stream as much during the beta as during the last beta. We did like 3 streams during that one.
Getting some time to actually play ourselves.
Yeah, we'll play ourselves. We'll take care of you guys on Discord, so we'll not be streaming as much. But there'll be plenty of content creators who do that for us, which we're looking forward to. I always enjoy dropping by streams. So
say hello.
Yeah, honestly, dropping by streams is super exciting for me because everyone is super polite and nice and excited.
It's always fun to hear like everybody's opinions as well. So that's awesome.
True. Yeah. All right. Good. I think we put enough love out there, but you know.
Yeah.
I'm actually super bad at making these. Like, do you see my left hand is?
Yeah, but you have to do this one.
Oh, okay. Let's go with this one.
It's in right now. Well, it has been for some time.
Yeah, I think it's a K-pop thing, isn't it?
Right.
Okay.
Oh, you're not informed. I thought you were informed. So see you in the beta 2 starting tomorrow.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bem, galerinha, é isso daí. Parece que a live stream deles hoje foi só pra meter o louco lá na parte das facções, né? E GG, né? Usar printar, KN. Eu uso Lightshot, mas você pode usar o próprio Windows utilizando a Windows Shift S. Você consegue tirar aqui, ó, uma parte também, que nem o Lightshot. Bem, galera, parece que o que eles queriam... Essa live foi exclusivamente para mostrar o fato de que eles vão adicionar o conteúdo de facção logo no Beta 2 e para o lançamento, tá? Porque a dublagem já tinha confirmado, né? Que iria existir, né? Obviamente. Confirmaram também o fato que vai ser trocável, né? A dublagem de chinês para inglês no lançamento também. Vai ter essa opção para a galera que estava querendo jogar em chinês, né? E que o conteúdo de facção vai vir mais rápido do que a gente imaginava, né? Vindo aí agora, né, já com o mapa de facção já. Por enquanto as guildas poderão ter facção misturada, mas futuramente as guildas terão que se aliar a uma facção por causa da GVG de 100 versus 100, né? Então as guildas serão fechadas em uma determinada facção, né? Então as guildas agora é bom ver qual a facção vai ser, né? E é isso daí. Essa daí foi a livezinha deles. Alguém tem alguma dúvida? A dublagem vai ficar 50% agora no Beta 2, mas full 100% vai ser só no lançamento. Eu tô na Nonsense, que vai virar a Guilda do Shiryu, que vai ter outro nome, né? Qual a diferença? Só a lore, adepto. E a cor. E o Beta 2 começa amanhã de 9 horas da manhã para todos, né? Bem, é isso daí. Espero que vocês tenham curtido, vocês tenham gostado. E parece que vai ter umas skins novas também. Exclamação Discord Guilda, se eu não me engano. Discord Guilda. Guilda Discord. Porra, meu. Eu não sei mais nem os comandos que eu coloco na minha live. Ah, eu acho que eu sei qual é o comando. Exclamação, solo, Discord, guilda. Aê! Ah, não, foi o Asa que mandou. Caralho. Irmão, doido, agora eu quero saber qual é a porra do meu comando. Ora, porra, agora eu fiquei com raiva. Peraí. Solo Discord. Esse é o BR e o oficial, Titã. Agora o da guilda. Eu coloquei, velho. O da guilda, meu cipó lá. Solo Discord. Solo House. Eu coloquei como colocado aqui. Tá aí. Discord Guilda. Pronto, é isso daí. Bem, galera, eu vou estar encerrando a... Aí complica, né? Eu vou estar encerrando a live, tá? Espero que vocês tenham gostado, né? E é isso daí. 9 horas da manhã. Beta 2. Com Faction Wars. E dublagem em inglês e um livezinho mais caribe pra galera que tava reclamando do hardcore leveling do jogo, né? Ironicamente falando, lógico. E é isso daí, espero que vocês tenham gostado. Vou deixar isso aqui mais rápido. Até para quem vai assistir depois. Valeu, um grande abraço a todos. Ui. Quer dizer, eu vou dar um gank a alguém aqui. As paradas de sucesso aqui. Mas eu vou tirar o YouTube.